It's Week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see Tony Pollard. He did it all for them last week, an absolute ton of yardage with a touchdown on top of it. It's the Saints and the Buccaneers. All that and more coming up next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense that seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Summers. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 18 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. He was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated only found the end zone
just once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now it's Burrow. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Burrow. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, Pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Here's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, Tagovailoa. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Second down and goal. Tua firing quickly here, and that's complete. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Williams diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Run for Pollard. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Burrow on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Saints at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Now Burrow targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Two and now on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. From the 45 on second down. Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Play action. Now it's Tua. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Bass is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you're head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Pollard again. Dances by at the 20. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow will throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now a give here to Pollard. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Pollard. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now here's Pollard. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. From the 39, Tua. His throw incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to pass. Tua. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Oh, he stays up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Gets around him. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on second down. Burrow. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 104 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 39, Burrow. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, Tagovailoa. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Throwing again on second down. Tua completes it to Davis. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now Tua. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself, because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry?
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not
right?
apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Here's Burrow. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Here's Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
123 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, and it's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Throwing on second down. Burrow. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Now Pollard able to slither by. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. 85 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tua now on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. He's got it to Williams. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run left with Pollard. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete to Davis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He completes this to Sutton. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. From just shy of midfield, Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin the drive with Williams. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Edwards coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They're passing here. Joe Burrow over the middle, complete to Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. From midfield now, Burrow. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple and that's it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Pollard again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Saints, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.